Coming up on Torrance Today, it's National Police Week and we remember our fallen officers. Fire Service Day brings firefighters together with some of their biggest fans, and the community comes together to help letter carriers stamp out hunger. All this and more coming up right now on Torrance Today. Welcome to Torrance Today. I'm Christine Lee. It's 4 p.m. on Monday, May 15th. I hope you had a great weekend. Thank you so much for joining us. Here's our first story. It's National Police Week, and the Torrance Police Department is paying special recognition to law enforcement officers who gave the ultimate sacrifice.
Our fallen officers are Sergeant William Lewis, Officer David Siebert, Officer Gary Ripstein, Officer Thomas Keller, and Crossing Guard Hazel Kinney.
Uniformed personnel, present arms.
I think it's the least that we as a police department can do to honor the lives of our fallen and the fallen of every other law enforcement officer in the United States. It's a way for us to keep their memories alive and to represent and honor their lives and also their families.
It's also good to have a place to come to reflect on that sacrifice. Every officer that goes out there and serves the community knows that there's a chance that they may have to pay the ultimate sacrifice if necessary to protect the public. And they're willing to do that. And we take this time out each year just to make sure that all officers know that their sacrifice is appreciated and valued.
Dozens of people came out to honor the individuals this morning outside the Torrance Police Department. We are grateful to our officers for helping to protect our community every day. Torrance firefighters hosted their annual open house as part of Fire Service Day, welcoming visitors throughout the city.
I have a 5-year-old son who loves fire trucks and firefighters, and he got to experience what they do on a daily basis, interact with them, try on the uniforms, do the activities, so it was like his Disneyland.
Watching the kids and the people just, being excited to see, what we do, see the apparatus, and see the equipment. I think this is very important for the community. It allows us to interact with them and educate them, kind of show them that, hey, we're there to serve them.
Saturday's event took place at every fire station in the city except 4, which is under construction. Firefighters prepared special activities for the little ones and gave them a tour of the facilities. They also gave visitors a chance to say thank you for keeping our neighborhood safe. Saturday also marked the 31st anniversary of Stamp Out Hunger, a food drive organized by the National Association of Letter Carriers.
Carriers are delivering the mail, and while they're delivering the mail, if you put some cans in by your mailbox, we'll pick them up, give you a thank you card, and we'll bring it to the main office. We'll separate the food, and there's a couple of food banks that come and pick it up. We're expecting baby formula, canned food, mostly non-perishable food. It feels good to help out, and we're very fortunate. We have jobs and we're able to contribute to our community here in Torrance. I've been here for 33 years working at this office, so I do appreciate the community, and we try to help out as much as we can.
I've actually seen the food be given out in past years, actually seeing people that I know personally getting to benefit from this is always a great feeling.
Last year we collected about a little over 19,000 pounds of food, and it sounds like a lot, but it's actually less than we've done in the past. But due to COVID and a 2-year break, we're just kind of getting our heels dug back in, and hopefully it'll be more successful this year. Just give. Give if you can, and if you can't, if you're one of those that have fallen on hard times, you're welcome to come down here and get some food for yourselves, your families. We don't want kids going hungry. We don't want vets going hungry. And that's the main purpose of this, is to make sure that nobody goes hungry.
This is one of the largest one-day food drives in the country. As of Saturday night, Torrance letter carriers picked up more than 15,500 pounds of food for those in need and expect to receive more in the coming days. This year, we're told the donations are getting distributed to Community's Child, the El Camino College Warrior Pantry, and others as resources remain available. Stamp Out Hunger takes place annually on the second Saturday of May. Here's another community-focused event taking place very soon. The 61st Annual Armed Forces Day celebration kicks off on Friday. The three-day celebration includes a free concert, a 5K for freedom, and the nation's longest-running military parade that is sponsored by a city. Torrance will also recognize the U.S. Coast Guard as its honorary military branch for 2023. For details on each event, go to torranceca.gov/AFD. Bike to Work Day returns this Thursday. That means if you can, ditch your cars and pedal to your jobs. City leaders encourage those who are planning to bike to work to make a pit stop in front of City Hall between 6 and 8 a.m. for light refreshments. They can also catch a free ride on Torrance Transit as long as they board with their bike or bike helmet. Studies show that biking can reduce transportation carbon dioxide by 10%. The League of American Bicyclists says about 40% of trips taken in the U.S. are less than 2 miles, definitely a bikeable distance. On the theme of creating a better tomorrow, a group of students recently got recognized for beating the odds when it comes to achieving academic success despite various obstacles.
I wrote my essay about my parents' divorce.
I wrote my story about my dad's medical conditions that we faced 5 years ago.
The students that we met tonight have not only resisted being defined by any obstacles they've encountered in their young lives, but they've superseded those, and it's nothing but impressive to see and meet these students. The competition for higher education is never been higher, and so the city's opportunity to support those students with a monetary gift as they pursue higher education is extraordinary.
I think it can be expensive with books and going out with friends and obviously tuition, and I'm dorming, so that's just another additional cost. So it just helps me worry less about the cost and more about the experiences that I'm going to have in college.
The scholarship money is going to go straight to college tuition, and I plan to major in nursing, so hopefully I can take it all the way and maybe get a master's degree.
It's important to recognize the youth because they are the ones that have to inspire the future. They are the future. So an event like this, having the youth be recognized and have their peers here to award them is very powerful. It shows everyone that it's possible to beat the odds, move forward, and it's inspirational for those that will come after them.
Torrance Youth Council celebrated its 27th annual Beat the Odds Scholarship Awards presentation at the Attic Teen Center last Thursday night. 6 high school seniors from our city received $1,000 college scholarships to use towards their continuing education. This program began in 1996 in an effort to celebrate those who overcame odds in their personal or academic lives, have improved their lives and the lives of others, or have shown strength and determination by achieving excellence in a certain area despite encountering setbacks. Congratulations to all of this year's scholarship recipients. The first artist in residence at the Madrona Marsh Preserve and Nature Center is wrapping up her time there. City Cable's Cindy Kennedy met with her last month and introduces us to the unique program.
It's really exciting to be out here. I have a month of working on site to kind of draw inspiration from and to be, have the marsh as my muse.
Katie Shanks is discovering the serene setting of the Madrona Marsh Preserve and Nature Center as its first artist in residence.
It came about as the result of just us brainstorming over the past year on how we can improve art and how it's integrated into the marsh, how it's integrated with our nature center, and to attract visitors with the opportunity to see interpretation of nature and something unique and different.
The Madrona Marsh Preserve is partnering with the Torrance Art Museum on the inaugural year of their collaborative public art residency project called Wild.
It's really meaningful, and I love bringing these two disciplines together, like to have the opportunity for artists to engage with the space and for people to engage with art and in the environment in this way.
The Madrona Marsh is the last of the remaining vernal freshwater marshes in LA County.
It makes you sort of think about ecosystems. And so all of the various people who fit into different niches, if you would say, in the artistic ecosystem.
This LA artist is not a stranger to Torrance and says this particular assignment carries extra special meaning.
I lost a very dear friend and collaborator this past year who actually worked as a preparator for TAM for a time. He was a fantastic artist himself, loved particularly environments like this. It feels like a beautiful way to honor that memory and to spend time with him.
So far, the fiber artist created this woven artwork interlaying different images of the marsh.
These pieces are quilted. Initially, I do two weavings of two flat photographs together from a single location, a single source.
Visitors of the marsh can also watch the process unfold and learn for themselves.
I'm gonna offer a couple of workshops a little later in the program. We'll go baby steps into some of the process of what it is and how it is that I do so that people can make pieces of their own.
Since graduating with a Bachelor of Fine Arts from Cal State Long Beach, Shanks has emphasized the cultivation of community and connection, two things that are vital to this project.
To have an artist that has an environmental focus to their work, give them the opportunity to engage with this environment, and the researchers here is this fantastic opportunity for them to grow their work and their practice.
I'm Cindy Kennedy with Torrance City Cable.
The Torrance Art Museum recently announced a reception for Shanks on Saturday, June 3rd at the Madrona Marsh Preserve and Nature Center. If you want to meet the artist, the event begins at 3 p.m. Well, still ahead, it's Monday Memories, and I'll share some special moments I captured from Gable House Bowl, which closes for good tomorrow when we come back in 60 seconds.
There is a road laid out for me.
Boxes everywhere, and this is gonna be Addie's room.
I am blind,
You're really gonna like it.
I hope so. Yeah. I know this road is there for me. There is a long way.
First night here, but Amy seems cool.
Ways down by the river. I am blind, but I need not see.
I got this.
I know this road is there for me.
Okay.
If I'm really free, take me down to the river and wash me.
At the end of every episode of Torrance Today, we want to share a positive story that fits the theme for the day. On this Monday Memories, we want to say a big thank you to Gable House Bowl for entertaining us since 1960. The bowling alley will close forever tomorrow night. My husband and I enjoyed bowling our final games there with our friends over the weekend. That was his birthday wish, and we enjoyed pizza, nachos, and refreshments as we try to beat each other over the next couple of hours. Employees there say lots of people have been dropping by to take that walk down memory lane with their families, friends, even fraternities and sororities. I gifted my husband a bowling pin from our lane. Our friend signed it, and it will live forever in our home. The bowling center will make way for a mixed-use development with more than 200 apartment units and 12,000 square feet of commercial floor area. For more information on the future project, go to torranceca.gov/CDD quarterly report. As we close out our show during Military Appreciation Month, we're saying thank you to our local heroes from right here in Torrance. Today, we salute Senior Airman Joshua Adam Molina with the Seymour Johnson Air Force Base. Thank you for your service. Do you know someone in our city that we can honor in this way? Please send us a name, a picture, and a little bit of information about them to torrancetoday@torranceca.gov. Well, that's our show for today. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you back here tomorrow with more news from and for our Torrance community. Have a great day.